Hello YouTube, back again with another video. This time I have a 3.5 axis Fire Fist build for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy, and well, let's get it started. Start off, it's 3 Bear. He's a really good card, enough said. You know, if he deals damage to your opponent, you get to search out a Fire Formation that's a spell card, and you just start setting up for next turn and stuff. And you can also pop your opponent's monsters by destroying one Fire Formation card you control. He's really good. Next, to combo up with Bear, I have 2 Gorillas. He does pretty much the same thing Bear does, except that he has to destroy a monster and send it to the grave in order to search out a spell that's a Fire Formation. And he also could destroy a card on the field, but it has to be a spell instead of a monster. But he's really good also. Next, because you do run level 4 monsters, 2 Wolfbarks, he's pretty much your one card Xyz. You go into Wolfbark and then you summon Tiger King and you search out another Fire Formation, or if you're like against a monster that you can't get over, you could go into, or a field that you can't get over, you can go into Exciton and just blow up everything. And next, the 1 Boar. Boar opens up plays for in case you need a monster like Crimson Blader, or if you have a level 3 monster on the board, you can also go into Boar and then summon Black Rose Dragon. It's pretty good. And next, the level 3 section of the deck. Triple Leopard. You need to open Leopard as soon as possible in order to start searching out your other Fire Formation cards. He's essential to the deck. Next, 2 Rooster. 3 Roosters a little bit too cloggy. 2 is just fine, since you want to usually special summon them from your deck. And he lets you swap out your used Fire Formation cards for stuff that you could use later on, which is pretty good. And also, when he's special summoned by a Fire Fist monster, you get to search out a Fire Fist monster from your deck, and that's pretty useful. And next, the 1 Spirit. Spirit's a really good card. He could go into rank 3 plays, or he could special summon level 6 synchro monster, since he's a tuner. But it has to be Beast Warrior, but really good card. And that's the monsters. That will be 14 monsters for the deck. And next, I have the spells. And it will be triple tanking, staple in this deck. You need to search out everything as soon as possible. And then 2 Fire Formation Gyokus. You do not want to get stopped by back row, so 2 Gyokus to lock them down is pretty good. And 2 MSTs, you know, destroying back row. You do not want to have to face it at all. And next, 2 Pot of Dualities. Yes, you do special summon this deck, but it's sometimes better to go into Pot of Duality and not get the special summon, since Bear, for example, could hold himself out on the field against other monsters. So setting up for next turn with Pot of Duality is sometimes a better play. So that's why I run 2. Next, 2 Forbidden Lances. You want your summons to go through, and you want to be able to do damage with the monsters that you have on board to get more searches out, and Forbidden Lance allows that. So that's why I run 2. Next, I have 2 Tensus. Tensu is a really good card, since if you open up Spirit and you have Leopard in hand and you have Tensu, you could go into a level 6 synchro right away. Next, 1 Dark Hole, just monster destruction. A Rekindling. Yeah, this could be a soul charge, but Rekindling, you don't have to pay, and you could just attack that same turn, so Rekindling's pretty good. And next, for the traps, that's 15 spells. I have 2 Mirror Force. You want to destroy your opponent's monsters. Mirror Force could be changed with like Deep Prisons or anything like that. It's personal preference, but I prefer Mirror Force. Next, I have 2 Breakthrough Skills. Negating your opponent's monster's effects is very key, so 2 breakthroughs. Next, 2 Tensen. In case they summon a monster that's too big without Tensen activated, You know, you can activate this during the damage step and just take over their monster. And if you have, for example, bear or gorilla on board and they do damage, which is with bear, or if gorilla destroys the monster because of Tencent, you get to search out another fire formation spell. So Tencent's pretty good. Next, stable, bottom trap hole, torrential, compose, solemn warning, and then the one Tenken. Tenken is not bad. It sometimes is really good since they could activate Dark Hole, Regeki, stuff like that. And if you activate Tenken on their main phase, when they activate those cards, it's pretty much useless since you can just protect your monster. So it's not that, but it's actually a pretty decent card to use. So having it at 1 is alright. And that will be 11 traps. Now the extra deck, 2 Tiger King. Tiger King is essential in this deck. Letting him, like, summoning him and then searching out for a tanky or anything that you might need to set up is really good. Crimson Blader stops your opponent from summoning level 5s or higher, which is pretty good against Shaddolls. Black Rose Dragon, nuke the field. 2 Horse Prince. I do need a Vulcan since it's just another option in this deck. Cardinal lets you send back cards that are in your grave that you might want to have in your deck again, and you get to also send your opponent's cards back. Exciton, blow up the field. Kagutsuchi, you could summon him and then protect him with his own effect, so he's pretty good. Black Ship of Corn, Gagaga Cowboy for game. Ragnar Zero. Ragnar Zero is actually this deck's weakness, so having this is pretty good for, you know, the mirror match. Ragnar Zero. Then a Ghost Trick Alucard, Lion Emperor to recycle any of the fire monsters that you might need, and Nightmare Shark to go for game. And well, that's my Fire Fist deck profile, and I hope you guys enjoy, and please comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.